A man strived all his life based on cheating, greed, looting, and selfishness. Then ended up building a mansion that was worth millions of dollars. And on the night of launching the house, after the celebration, he then went up into his room and lay down on his bed, not knowing that it was his first and the last of he would lie on the bed in the house as he passed away, meaning that he didn't wake up the next day from that very sleep. And another man, likewise, with the same manners, ended up buying the very car of his dreams. Then, on the day of his test driving, the car crashed off the road, folding like a ball. But he didn't die, he was being saved by God for the sake of confession that gave a testimonium certificate. A woman went to the market and bought herself a wig, with some were their earrings, and headscarf, etc. With the lack of knowledge of where these stuff came from, or where they might have been before being placed out to sell, because many has been losing their minds and as also their senses from what they've bought with their money, and of which that their hands has got purchased for them, as she lost hers, and got mad immediately as she wore the wig. Meaning that sometimes it's people who pay for their deaths. And I mean like by buying what's taken their lives away just because they want to belong, or maybe it's because of jealousy of other people progressing in life, and they want to be on top of them as the upper hand, because sometimes people don't need these things. These people didn't have to move from here to there, or buy that and this. And there wasn't even a need for them to own all of these and that just to be somebody, because nobody really cares about what anyone goes through or does in life to get this or that. As far as a person's rich, that person is good, and will definitely, being the devil that they know, all its sins and atrocity done and committed will certainly disappear immediately in a second. These people could have still been alive today. And I mean, if they didn't do any of these above, or acquire all that had them bewitched, and also, of which are the cause of their deaths as well, just because of an impression for a life's time. Although it's true and facts that if a person has no money, such a person will be nobody and indeed will definitely inherit all the bad names on earth as an achievement, and will also be the angel that they don't know at the same time, which is a loser, as friend will then becomes goner like shadows, that passes by, and but that worth it to have nothing and yet still have a life to live than to had it all, and dies live and all behind. People have to learn to know the important things in their lives, concerning what deeds to acquire or not, and what isn't. Because if a person wants so much, then, must get too much. Take life as it comes, no need to add to it. Alive because it isn't a must that this person has what the other person has, as one person's food can be another person's poison, please. Stay blessed. Written by, The Other Apologetic. And signed by, I Know.